It's Week 18 of the NFL.
And off we go from Denver. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led out by the former third-round pick, now in his 11th NFL season, and that's Russell Wilson.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Here's second and a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he's going to be knocked down just inside the 35. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second down, Williams. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
Hey, hey. Check. Alert, reload.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3's in. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start, because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. Commanding the offense will be the 6', 225-pound quarterback, former Missouri Tiger Chase Daniel. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
You need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Chargers had 14-2 heading into this final week. Well, they were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On first down, Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Off the option, here's Williams.
Holding, offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake when they've taken care of that early.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit. The guaranteed difference is really the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. A good start for him in this one here in the first quarter, and he's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
And I know while the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point, this could pay dividends if this game is tight down the stretch. His confidence is going to be sky high if they need him for a big-time kick.
Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Daniel. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Hamler now on the return. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Wilson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So it's all down to this, Week 18 on the NFL schedule. And that means that once we sort things out, we'll all be set for our 2nd ever Super Wild Card weekend, which I think everyone agrees was a runaway success last year. We got 2 games coming up on Saturday, 3 more on Sunday, and then we'll put a bow on it Monday night. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Here's Daniel. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Back to throw, Daniel. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter. Hawkins. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. From the shotgun on third, Daniel. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Chubb able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerry Tillery, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Wilson on first down. Finds Dulcich out left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. They give it to Williams, running right. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are once again back in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready for this next possession. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
On 2nd and 9, Daniel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. First down. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. To the air again, Daniel. Finding Williams once more, complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try the left side. It's Hawkins, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
On 2nd down now. It's Hawkins. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now Daniel on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A 1-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we're at halftime. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead. Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. On 2nd down, It's Hawkins, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Daniel on 3rd down. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 20. Now Wilson. His throw incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9. Daniel. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Holding. Defense.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Mohamed Sanu. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. His guys will take a 10-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Daniel's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Daniel. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hawkins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 2nd down now. It's Hawkins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniel. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. It's Hawkins. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Chris Rumph in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. To try again after the sack. Wilson. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And now a fumble. The ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action with Daniel. That's to the sideline and complete. A nifty job to make the catch, but the throw took him right out of bounds. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Daniel. And this one is incomplete. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try to field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Hopkins' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Steps away to his left. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Before they can snap it, time runs out. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To throw again is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. It's caught on the right side, Williams. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Got to say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They fake the give. Daniel rolling to his right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And Daniel fakes the handoff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. To throw, it's Daniel. Throw left side, complete. That's Carter. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, it's Hawkins. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature for the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Desperation time for Daniel on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this one brought in by Sanu. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now it's Wilson. Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off play action, Daniel. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Daniel. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. They snap it to Daniel on 4th. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a first down carry. It's Williams, and he'll get it inside the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Williams going to get it again on second down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 68 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Quick slant to Hamler. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like...
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Right back to Spiller on second down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Here's Daniel. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Finding space at the 40. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll go right back to Spiller here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Holding. Offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They'll give up the middle to Kelly. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Hawkins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run the counter. It's Hawkins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Daniel. And he fires one, but incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Daniel. And this is caught by Williams. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On 1st and 10, Daniel. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it. And he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. One last throw for Daniel. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team